Mr. Palnichami says that the news is leaked, then we should give him send a pack of M-Seal to him so that Mr. Palnichami says that the news is leaked, then we should give him send a pack of M-Seal to him so that he will plug all the leaks. We will be able to win more than 220 seats.
Our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, tall stand amidst this new crop of leaders and new political landscape.
Do you think this election is a multi-cornered contest?
It is not even a tri-contest. It is a bipolar contest between this BJP ADMK and the DMK combined.
Mr. Kamal Hassan is coming and crying hoarse that it is mine, it is mine. He flies in private jets, flies in private helicopters. Who is funding him? NEET is a burning issue in the state of Tamil Nadu. Go and ask about NEET to him. He says, I don't know anything about NEET.
Is DMK approaching this election with overconfidence?
Our manifesto is a superhero. And this cautious optimism comes out of that hard work.
Tamil Nadu already has 5 lakh crore debts.
They borrowed 60,000 crores and floated tenders for what?
Are you accusing the current government of corruption? Is DMK going soft on Paddy Palnichami? You promised Rob into ex-Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha's death. Is there any agenda behind it or just a strategy to attract ADMK votes? One of the major criticisms against DMK party is that it has a Varis Arasial, that is dynasty politics. DMK has nominated only 12 women candidates for this election. Seems like DMK needs reformation in its own party.
You are trying to say that just because we have not given 33 seats, we are against women.
Another major criticism on DMK is that DMK IT wing is being extremely insensitive towards some issues. Hello everyone, as we all know, it's election season. After almost a year, coronavirus is finally taking a backseat as the game of chairs in 4 states and 1 union territory is making the headlines. Today in Bigger Questions, we are joined by lawyer and DMK spokesperson Mr. Saravanan Annadurai to discuss Tamil Nadu elections. Welcome Mr. Saravanan and thank you so much for joining with OneIndia. How are you doing?
Thank you for inviting me to this program.
It's our pleasure, sir. So, first assembly elections without 2 major political figures in Tamil Nadu, and for someone like Kalangar, it is as far as DMK's history could be traced. So, your initial comments, sir.
See, this may be the first assembly election before the 2 tall leaders who have dominated the political landscape in the state of Tamil Nadu. But in 2019, which was a very crucial election, the parliamentary election, our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, donned the mantle and he was able to give us spectacular results. And we swept the polls. We were able to capture 39 out of 40 seats, which we contested in Pondicherry and Tamil Nadu. So there is no vacuum anymore. New leaders, new people have come up and filled that vacuum. And our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, tall stand amidst this new crop of leaders and new political landscape.
So, in this assembly elections, there is DMK alliance and there is ADMK alliance and Makkal Needhi Mayyam Katchi alliance and Nam Tamizhar Katchi. And do you think this election is a multi-cornered contest?
No, this is not going to be a multi-cornered contest at all. This is going to be a straight fight between BJP, ADMK and the DMK. Because the battle lines are clearly drawn. We are contesting in large number of seats and only these 2 parties have the presence. So it is not even a tri-contest. It is a bipolar contest between this BJP, ADMK and the DMK combined.
Mr. Stalin has promised 1,000 rupees for per month for every women family heads. So ADMK and Kamal Hassan's Makkal Needhi Mayyam both are claiming this to be their original idea and accuse DMK of stealing.
I don't know, they are just making a political gimmickry. In the 2019 polls, our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, gave voice to this Nyai, which was floated by the Congress party and by Mr. Rahul Gandhi. It was universal basic income. The idea is that, and our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, wanted to do that in the state of Tamil Nadu. He promised. We took the elections. We promised that if Congress comes to power, we projected Mr. Rahul Gandhi as the Prime Minister and we will be there. And we said we will give 6,000 rupees to every members, minimum basic income. That is what we promised, and it is a continuation of that. And we are very sure that we are going to come to power now, and that is the premise on which we promised this 1,000 rupees. And we said, see, this 1,000 rupees will be given to the women, not the man. Every ration card holder is entitled to 1,000 rupees. And instead of giving it to the man of the family, we said we will give it to the women. And Mr. Kamal Hassan is coming and crying hoarse that it is no, no, it is mine, it is mine. He said all the home makers should be paid. So this is fundamentally different. We are speaking about a universal basic income. He is speaking about paying the services of homemakers. So how this could be a copy of what Mr. Kamal Hassan says? Mr. Kamal Hassan is, as pointed out by our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, is straight away propped up by the BJP. They want to prop him up so that the anti-incumbency votes will not go to the DMK and it will go to him. So he'll make all these noises, but we'll have to declutter the noise and get the signal alone. Yeah, and Mr. Palnichami says that the news is leaked. Then we should give him send a pack of M-Seal to him so that he will plug all the leaks. I don't know, this is not a statement a responsible chief minister of the state of Tamil Nadu is expected to make. If they are not able to maintain this kind of secrecy with the ADMK, they are not even able to safeguard a secrecy. How can we expect them to safeguard the entire country? Is this how they are run the entire state? It is a very silly comment to make.
So I have a follow-up question. So you believe Kamala Hassan to be part of BJP's Operation Dravida?
We don't know what part he is, but the question remains, he flies in private jets, flies in private helicopters. Who is funding him? Why is he not making all this transparent? Suddenly he props up a political party. Definitely he is not spending money from his own pocket. So who is sponsoring him? That is the question. And we are not sure. He may be part of which operation, but we are sure that he is part of the BJP. Because he has never questioned the policies of the BJP. He has never voiced his opinion against the BJP or the RSS. People asked us, see, NEET is a burning issue in the state of Tamil Nadu. Go and ask about NEET to him. He says, I don't know anything about NEET. You're asking me, you don't know anything about NEET, but then why do you want to rule the people who are suffering from NEET?
I have another follow-up question with your answer. You said you are certain that you will win this election, and even exit polls show that DMK will win this election. And Mr. MK Stalin even went on to say that he is not announcing the contestants but the MLAs. Is DMK approaching this election with overconfidence?
This is not overconfidence. We have read the ground very well. That is the reason for this confidence. And just because this is announced that the ground, we have read the ground, or we have this confidence, we are not taking this election lightly. That is the precise reason why we have taken so much of pain in announcing the manifesto. Our manifesto is a superhero. A lot of work has gone inside that. And the kind of work our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, doing does not speak about overconfidence. It is cautious optimism. That is what I would call it. And nobody is shying away from hard work. We are taking the ADMK and the BJP head on. And our cadres are putting so much of hard work. And this cautious optimism comes out of that hard work and the kind of faith we have in us and what we can deliver.
The manifesto was released by the party yesterday. Apart from 1,000 rupees per month to the women heads, there are many schemes, including 4,000 rupees per ration card holder and tabs for government school students. Tamil Nadu already has 5 lakh crore debts. Is it feasible at all? Has the party worked out a plan?
Yeah, certainly. There are enough finances to go ahead with all these welfare measures. When we speak about the laptop, it is spent on the education. Spent on education is coming down. The budget is already there. The question is, what has this government done? Why was this government not able to deliver? Only because this government is not able to deliver, these questions are asked, whether we have funds and this 5 lakh crore debt and all. So what is the reason for this 5 lakh crore debt? We will have answers in all these corruption allegations. 1 lakh crore rupee has been spent in the last 10 years on purchasing electricity over and above the market value. And in the last 3 months alone, tenders worth 40,000 crores has been floated by this government. They borrowed 60,000 crores and floated tenders for what? They say we are bringing a smart city. What is the smart city? They are really relaying the payments. That is the kind of smart city these people are talking about. So when we take away corruption, when we take away pilferage from all these schemes, the most important allegation against the ruling campaign is that apart from that, the tenders were given to their cronies, the tenders were inflated. So when this inflation comes down, when the actual value is given for all those tenders, we will have surplus money. This government is unable. They don't have the administrative capacity or that kind of knowledge to go ahead and do all these welfare schemes. That is the reason why the Tamil Nadu government has gone bankrupt. We will be able to resurrect that. That is the reason why our leader has announced that there will be an economic advisor, a team of economic advisors council to surpass this problem. And we will be able to do that.
Are you accusing the current government of corruption and saying that if DMK is elected to power, will probe into this matter?
Yeah. See, we have given a list of complaints, list of corruption allegations to the governor for him to take action almost a month back. And we have been making these allegations. And we are not just making these allegations. We have given complaints to everybody, complaints to all the authorities, but the authorities have not taken action. And we have also approached courts on how to go about this corruption. So that is one of the whole promises, that all these people who have looted the state of Tamil Nadu will be brought to book. A separate court will be formed and these people will be tried there.
Since you mentioned the performance of the current government, despite all the accusations you made or everything that you said, he doesn't seem to have lost much popularity, and he himself says that his political career has just started.
That is the words of the vanquished. They want to say something. That is the reason why they are saying all these things. Where is the popularity? What is the popularity? And what has he got to lose in terms of popularity? We have a chief minister. When 13 people were killed by firing in Sterlite, this chief minister came and said, I came to know about all these things via TV. And you expect people of Tamil Nadu will vote for him? And he claims that his popularity has not gone down. And look at this COVID. They said they have spent around 13,000 crores. And what was the promise made by them? They promised that they will give 50 lakhs to every doctor who had lost his life in the fight against COVID. And they will say they will pay 2 lakh rupees to the doctors who were affected by COVID. Did they do that? And where did this 13,000 crore go? And they think that because of all these things, their popularity is increased. They are in a paradise, fool's paradise. It's not going to help them. This chief minister was never popular and is not going to be popular.
It's interesting that you say this. BJP nominates a leader against Mamata Banerjee in West Bengal, but DMK has nominated a person against the chief minister who is not so popular and is fairly new. So is DMK going soft on Edappadi Palanichami, the chief minister? We have been the worst critic. We have been the hard hitting against Mr. Edappadi Palanichami, and we have chosen a candidate who with the best ability to take on and to beat Mr. Edappadi Palanichami. The same thing happened in Bargur in 1996. Selvi Jayalalitha lost to a newcomer. History is replete with such examples, and this candidate is also one such example, and he will be able to defeat Mr. Edappadi Palanichami. In the manifesto, you've mentioned 75% employment in the industries. If you ask any youngster today, what are the top threats to the earth or India or Tamil Nadu, they would probably name environmental issues as one of the top most issues. So how would you or if DMK is elected to power, would balance these issues to grow the industries and tackle the environmental issues and threats?
Yeah, see, every industry is not a threat to environment. We cannot take that line. See, sustainability and growth has to grow hand in hand. See, Sterlite is one extreme example. Industry at the cost of environment. And Tamil Nadu, if you look at what Tamil Nadu is famous for, or it is very popular for, Tamil Nadu is famous for software exports. It is a non-polluting industry. And look at the kind of industries that has come up in the SIPCOT, in Sri Perumbudur or in Hosur and wherever SIPCOT is there. The kind of industries, they are all non-polluting industries. They were able to generate employment. So that is the kind of industries we are looking at. And definitely environment will never be compromised. The kind of awareness environment has, and that is also why our leader, Mr. MK Stalin, has created a new wing called the Environment Wing in the DMK, and the secretary has been fielded as a candidate. So we know our responsibilities towards Mother Earth, and we will be able to discharge them in an appropriate way.
You promised a probe into ex-Chief Minister J. Jayalalitha's death.
Yes.
So is there any agenda behind it, or just a strategy to attract ADMK votes or sympathizers?
No, it is nothing. It is pure, simple concept of delivering justice. We may have a criticism, we may have opposed Selvi Jayalalitha tooth and nail, but when she died, she was the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu. So whoever was there at the helm of affairs at the time has a moral responsibility and a legal responsibility too to answer the way in which Selvi Jayalalitha passed away. It is not us who appointed an inquiry commission. It is the ADMK government. It is at the request of Mr. O. Pannirselvam. The irony is that Mr. O. Pannirselvam did not appear before the commission for 8 times. 8 times summons was issued. He was the one who alleged that there was mystery behind the death of Selvi Jayalalitha. If this is the double standard, this is the hypocrisy that is going to be followed by the ADMK, definitely DMK is not going to sit and watch. This should not happen to any chief minister, any future chief minister of the state of Tamil Nadu. And of course, the ADMK cadres also need to be told about the reason, the way in which she died. The mysteries should be unraveled. That is the reason, nothing else. There are definitely no politics in that. We want to make ADMK accountable to what they said and their promises.
One of the major criticisms against DMK party is that it has Varis Arasiyal, that is dynasty politics. At least 8 kins of DMK leaders have been given ticket, including Mr. Udayanidhi Stalin, who just joined the party a couple of years back. Your comments?
In a democracy, you cannot say just because someone else is somebody's heir, they cannot join politics. If you see that, that is not democracy. That has become fascism. You are preventing someone else only on that ground. It is ultimately left to the people. The people will reject them or people will accept them. That is why we call it a democracy. It is not as though we are anointing them as heirs. We are saying, go contest, get the goodwill of the people, get the approval of the people. All of them who have made allegations that this is the Dynasty, all of them have been elected by the people. Let it be Madam Kanimoliya, let it be Mr. Dayanidhi Maran. Dayanidhi Maran is the 3rd time MP. So continuously people are electing him. And when the political parties which are making these allegations, the BJP, who's Amit Shah and who is Sanjay Shah, what are they doing with BCCI? 2 generations of Shahs in the BCCI. Is it not dynasty politics? The list is long. Vasundhara Raje Sindhe, her son, her mom, 3 dynasties. And why is BJP accepting them? And the MO's finance is the son of Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister. Jain Sinha is the son of former parliamentary BJP leader. The list is long. Rajnath's son is an MP. So why the questions are not asked about that? And if you take ADMK, who is Mr. Jayavardhan? Who is Mr. OPS Ravindranath? The list is long. And who was Mrs. V.N. Janaki? She was anointed as the chief minister after MGR passed away. That is dynasty politics. We have not appointed or anointed anybody to a government post. We have not said this one can become the next chief minister or next minister without contesting elections. We ensure that there is a seal of approval from the people. We leave the decision. This is the person who wants to join politics. Whether the people are giving the seal of approval or not is the question. Yes, if the people give the approval, they are a success. So for everybody, whoever they are, it is baptism by fire, that is through electoral politics. So whether it is the BJP or the ADMK, they cannot criticize. They have no moral authority to criticize us on dynasty politics. They do this because they cannot criticize on anything else. They are just creating this false bogey to divert their false shortcomings.
DMK has been one of the major parties to support women's reservation bill, especially Ms. Kanimuli, your party's parliamentarian, has been very vocal about it. But only DMK has nominated only 12 women candidates for this election. Seems like DMK needs reformation in its own party.
Now, unfair criticism. DMK is a party which has always worked for the welfare of the women. We believe in empowering them. If you look at our manifesto, we have given 12 months leave maternity holiday, which is going to be a game changer. It is going to create a new ecosystem. It is going to liberate women from a lot of issues. And this will ensure that the entire private system, private ecosystem, everything follows suit. And we have also increased the jobs, reservation for jobs in women to 40% from 30%. And who brought in this 30%? It is the DMK. And it is the DMK which ensured that 33% of the seats at the panchayat are reserved for women. See, when we allot seats for the assembly elections, this is a very crucial election. This election is for the soul of Tamil Nadu. This election is fought between ideologies, whether it is the RSS backed by ADMK and BJP, those ideologies should rule the state of Tamil Nadu, or the Dravidian ideology should rule. That is the fight we are having here. And for this fight, we have taken only the question of winnability. The question of winnability alone has guided us in selecting the candidates and nothing else. So you can accuse us of anything, definitely not belittling the importance of women. And DMK is one party which is always, I can go on and on and on what we have done for women. In 1989, we gave property rights in the ancestral property of the father to women. We smashed patriarchy. And that was followed by the Union of India or the central government throughout India only in 2004. We were almost ahead 10-15 years. So these are the things what we have done for empowering women. In Tamil Nadu, all the primary school teachers are women. Our leader, Dr. Kalaignar, has brought in a lot of schemes. He ensured it in 1969 to 73. He created a lot of local schools. The reason told by him was that women will not be able to travel a long distance to study. If you want women to study, then you'll have to bring schools to their backyard. And that is what we did. So this criticism is unfair.
I have two follow-up questions. So giving welfare schemes, focusing women and sharing power with women, aren't these two extremely different things?
Absolutely. That is why we are saying bring in 33% reservation. You are asking why you should not implement. I told you it is about winnability. We have gone ahead and selected candidates who will be able to clinch this election for us. So though the party and the ideology matters a lot, the local factors and the candidate is also very important.
So even the party that advocates for women's reservation will only implement it only when it is mandatory.
No, it's not about mandatory. We are talking about a level playing field here. See, the hard fact is, you are right or wrong, you agree or not, women's participation in politics is abysmally low. So when we are going to pit two candidates who are not equally placed, then it is going to give us skewed results. If you are saying when there is 33% of reservation, there will be a level playing field. That is not available right now. That is the reason why we were not able to implement that. The DMK is not shy of fielding women or sharing power with the women. But this is the reason.
So I have another follow-up question. Since you mentioned this is a war against RSS ideology, so doesn't it include the patriarchy as well?
Yeah. Definitely, this is going to be a war against patriarchy. That is why we are saying we have introduced a lot of schemes to empower women. We are giving a lot of assistance. Lot of this, all of that is there. And you are trying to say that just because we have not given 33 seats, we are against women. That kind of argument is not going to work.
So environmental concern in Tamil Nadu has been one of the crucial issues over the years. Methane, hydrocarbon, neutrino, and Adani port. So what could people expect from DMK if elected to power?
Most important tagline attached to us. It is identified, synonymous with us. செய்வதை சொல்வோம், சொல்வதை செய்வோம். We promise what we do and we do what we promise. We have opposed all these schemes, all these things. We will continue to oppose them, and when we are in power, we will ensure that these schemes does not come to the state of Tamil Nadu.
One of the other major criticisms against DMK is that the IT wing or the supposed IT wing being extremely insensitive towards some issues or some people. For example, Elam or when Kausalya accused DMK of not having enough Dalit representation. So there is another major criticism on DMK is that DMK IT wing is being extremely insensitive towards some issues.
No. See, the IT wing is just an extension of the DMK party. The role of the IT wing is entirely different. It does not go into propaganda. It does not set the tone for propaganda. One of the important things, if you look at the DMK, is that in the last 5 years or 6 years, the organic presence of DMK sympathizers in the social media has gone manifold. We can see a geometric progression. The growth is huge, organic progression. And this is confused with IT wing. Both are interchangeable. That is the reason for all these doubts in other things. Party does not take any stand against anybody. If somebody does that, if it is hurts their sentiments or it is against them, it is regrettable. But that is it. Party wouldn't do all these things knowingly or wantonly or deliberately, especially a wing, an instrumentality of our party will never do that.
Last question. Are these rumors about Mr. Stalin regretting taking Mr. Prashant Kishor and IPAC on board? Are these true? Are these rumors true?
See, Mr. Prashant Kishor was roped in to ensure that they brand us in a proper manner. Because we are at a digital world. The old world campaigns of having street meetings, of having huge meetings, of knocking on doors everywhere is not going to reap us rich dividends. And the campaign timings are also have been shortened. So this is a new age. We were experts. Our party cadres and party leaders are experts in the old world school of campaigning. But this new style of campaigning, new way of campaigning requires people who are experts in that. And Mr. Prashant Kishor was roped in exactly for that purpose, to brand us in the social media and in the digital world and use new technologies. And he has been doing that in a very, very spectacular manner. So all these are rumors. Party cadres and everybody else were able to work with them in unison. That is the reason why we are having this huge lash of support, wave of support for us.
Before I leave you, how many seats out of 234 for DMK Alliance?
We will be able to win more than 220 seats.
Thank you so much for your time, Mr. Saravanan. It was a pleasure having you, and best wishes for the elections.
Thank you. Thank you so much.